In this video, I'm going to show you on how you can use the Perplexity mobile app to create a podcast style content, which basically just a podcast script. And then later we can utilize the text to speech feature, which basically just an audio narration from Perplexity that will read the content that was generated. So you can consume the content or answer from AI without looking at the phone screen. And I'm doing this a lot of times. I'm doing it when I'm having some chores at home, so I don't have to fixate it to my phone. I can just listen to the content. So here's how you can do it. So I'm going to be using a simple prompt that I just provided in the video description. Actually not quite simple, but don't worry about that. The full prompt is in the video description. So basically the prompt goes like this: create a 5-minute podcast style narration about, and then this is where you can write a topic or anything that you want AI to do research and then generate the answer or generate the podcast script. So in this case, I asked to generate a podcast script for a chapter 9. I guess that's chapter 9 from the book called Effortless by Greg McKeown, using an engaging conversational tone, etc. So basically that's the rest of the instructions. And here, basically this section is where you can specify anything that you want to turn into your podcast. Now let's set the mode to be search, and also I'm going to be using Cloud 4o reasoning, but feel free to use any mode that you like. I think Cloud 4o in general is just very good at making and engaging content. That's why I'm choosing that model. And after that, you can send a message and just wait for Perplexity to give you the answer. Now, maybe there is something here that I think it is worth mentioning, that the text-to-speech feature or the audio narration feature in Perplexity is right now exclusive to mobile users. There is no similar feature on the desktop version. That's very unfortunate, but there is actually a workaround. If you're using the web version, there is a Chrome extension that works well with Perplexity. If you want to enable that, I have talked about that on my previous video. You can check it on my channel. But basically right now, if you just don't want to use that workaround, then you can use the mobile app version. So let me just scroll down to the very end. I think the answer is still generating. It is actually quite long, but if you are not looking at the screen, you're just listening it in the background, it's actually pretty quick. Okay, so I think the answer has been generated, but it's just kind of laggy. Okay, there you go. So there's this headphone icon that you can tap and it will start generating or reading the content that was generated, which is this one. So let's tap this icon.
Here's the thing about perfectionism that nobody really talks about.
There you go.
It's
so,
actually the
maybe the only downside is that you cannot choose the audio or the voice. It's only this character, and also there is no progress bar. You can pause or continue, but there is no progress bar at all. So that's something that you need to know. It's not really designed for audio content enjoyment. It's not like other tools, but for an app or for an AI that is designed for research, I think Perplexity do have a lot of features. It can research, it can create pictures, it can create apps within apps if you want to, using Perplexity Labs, and you can absolutely use it to consume the content by just listening to it, which in this case an audio podcast. So that's basically how you can do it. Again, the full prompt is in the video description. So thank you so much for watching this video.